Hi, good morning. Welcome back. HayaBusa again. Now, I put the original clock dash here, back on the bars where I want it, so I can see the clocks, nice and convenient. But originally they lived down inside a fairing, very well protected from the weather and the blast, and here they are right up here in the breeze now with nothing protecting the back of it. Now, I don't know if this clock pod is sealed and waterproof, and whether it is or whether it isn't, I want something to protect it anyway, because there's the wiring plug in the back, and that certainly needs a little bit of protection. So I want to make a cover for the back of it that just lips up over the top. Something to just cover this area, not a big nose cone or a big fairing, just a little cover. So I've got lots to do. Let's get on with it. Right, before I get started, you might have noticed all the wiring that was all hanging down here, it's all gone now. It wasn't worth a video. Me and a mate got together and we did it over a few beers the other night. It's all out the way now, all tidied away, rewrapped and tucked up under the tank, safely out of sight. So that's ready to go. And the socket now plugs neatly into the back of the clocks. But when I made this bracket, I didn't make quite enough gap here underneath the socket. Socket plugs in beautifully, no problem. But the rubber gaiter that pops over the top, not quite enough room for it, unfortunately. So I've got to just whip that off, take the clocks off, remove the bracket and just grind a little bit more relief into that there. So it's a bit of a gap. I can get that big rubber boot nicely over the top to keep the weather out. So before we get started on this fairing cover, let's do that first. Okay, 2 attempts to do what I wanted to do with this. I think the metal that I chose, 1mm, was too thick for this. I wanted to roll that edge all the way around by sandbagging it and then wheeling it, but it just kept splitting and puckering up, and it just wasn't going to come into a tight enough shape to do the job. So I abandoned that, put it to one side, got a fresh piece of metal, and I've done it as corners instead, and then just soldered them up. They'll stay nice and strong. I know that stuff works. That's how the tail panel on the old HayaBusa incarnation was done, and I know it works well. So it still needs a lot of work. That needs roughing off, cleaning, all of those little tiny edges and corners, filing around and off, the whole thing sanding back, drilling so it can be fitted on the bike, and then it'll be ready for paint like everything else. So that took longer than expected today, which has meant I've got to leave it there. But thank you for watching. Take it easy, ride safe. I'll see you for the next one, and we'll finish it, fit it on the bike. See you then.